When I started this trip, I was extremely terrified, but I took a leap of faith and I went with a friend, a roomie, I guess you could say, from the room. He invited me to Chichen Itza, which is one of the big ruins in Tulum. It was actually an hour and a half away from Tulum itself. So it was really cool that he had a car and invited me because I was not going to go since it was really far. So shout out to him. Thank you for inviting me because I had an amazing time.
Arrive in this complex for first time. For first time, the shadow of the snake. They believe Kukulkan came to fertilize the ground. Quetzal bird.
Quetzal bird?
Yeah.
I literally have a
The,
tattoo
the
just
habitat
like that.
of those animals is in Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, in the south. But remember, with the shadow
That's
of
like
the
a
snake.
snake.
That's next week, right?
Oh,
Next week,
maybe.
yeah.
That's why they have a snake.
Tourists or maybe
Wow.
For example, in it is the archaeological name, okay? It doesn't have 1,000 colors. It has 257. They saw represent in the branches of the tree the 13 levels of the upper world. Each level was a god. The most important god, Itza, the creation god, okay? If you can see, Itza is represented with the serpent, with the snake. And the serpent and the snake for the Mayans represent the creation, the fertility. Estos son solsticios, okay?
Wow, so the
Verano,
would go
invierno,
in and
okay?
then come out.
Mayans abandoned this complex approximately 600 years.
Eagle
Eagles
is
represent the sun
the sun.
or the upper world, and the jaguar represent the moon or the underworld. In those important carvings, we can see the representation about the human sacrifice. It's Zompantli, la plataforma más larga y la plataforma más grande en toda Mesoamérica.
It's
The Mayans
a
practiced an
soccer
important
field.
ritual in this platform. Fortunately, one of the two captains was beheaded. This is the first player. Observe, that man has protection in all the body. Can you see it? Arms, hips, knees, okay? And he has the stick with serpent design when they hit the ball. Can you see it? This is the first player. This is the second, third, fourth.
So that
On
was the
his neck,
captain.
the representation about the serpents, the snakes. Serpents represent fertility for the Mayans, okay? That man doesn't have the head. That circle represents the ball, the rubber ball. Into the ball, can see the representation about the skull. That skull represents one of the most important gods in the underworld. The name of that god is in Mayan language, Yum Kimil. Yum means god in Mayan language and Kimil means dead, the dead god. The other side, people, observe here, the other capital. Right here. Visions.
Oh, wow.
Veían en tercera dimensión.
Sí.
Okay, that is the reason why they crossed the ice.
After the ruins, we went to a cenote, which was called Ikil, I believe, and it actually came with food, so I was ready to have a really good time. It was full of people, but it was beautiful. I do not regret anything. I jumped from this area here, which was awesome. I would recommend going really early in the morning, something like that. We went like in the afternoon. It was full of tourists and stuff, but I personally had an amazing time. I ignored everyone. I was in my own little world, as you can see, and I was just dreaming. Like, it felt like I was in a dream, if that makes any sense. Fun fact, every cenote that I went had different fishes, and these looked really cool. I jumped probably like twice and then just chill and looked up, prayed to Mother Nature and just connected, so present. Prayed to Mother Nature to help me to let go of all the suffering and pain that I've been going through. And these little flowers fell from the sky and I was in awe because it was just so magical. After it was food time, we had a little buffet. It also included a drink as well. The next day, I rode my bike all the way to Jungle Gym, which I have been dying to go because I've always seen the post on Instagram and all my fitness gurus that I always follow posting on it. So I was like, okay, I have to go see this place myself. And I had a protein shake because I almost passed out because I was so tired. Couldn't believe it. I always dreamed of coming to this gym and I was here. I did it. I felt so accomplished because I saw something online that I really loved and I came in person and actually experienced it myself. These were actually really hard to do because everything is made out of stone and bamboo. I just did a little mini workout for content creation because I was so tired, but I pushed through. I love the fact that they have cute little quotes around. I will say I almost got stuck in one of these squats and the guy did not even help me, but I've never had this problem before doing squats and I was so scared because I was like, oh god, push. So I did it. I believe the entrance fee was $30. I'm not too sure, but it was around that price. And it was actually a really cool spot. I was really happy to kind of just check that off of my bucket list. So that was pretty cool. Got a cute little crop top, little souvenir. This is a reminder that if you really put your mind to it, you can really achieve amazing things in life and go to all those places that you ever dreamed of. Just believe, work hard, and definitely plan it out. You best believe I went to go get some food and I was actually happy to go check this place out because it was recommended by a friend. Shout out to Haiti for hooking it up because I'm really glad she mentioned this spot is called Pothead. It had really yummy, healthy dishes, which is exactly what I wanted to get. Since I was so tired, I decided to just go home a little bit early and go catch the sunrise. Someone's shoe definitely did not make the night, as you guys can see. I just did a little bit of gratitude and got myself ready for the day. I invite you to envision that dream vacation that you've been having for a while and just go ahead and plan it. Don't even do anything other than just look at the flights, see how much it is, and just do a little bit of estimation because that's what I did. And if I can do it, so can you. I obviously went to the hostels and I was in a very much strictish budget, sort of. So today is my last day in Tulum. Unfortunately, I brought my microphone and then one piece I didn't bring. Hopefully I'll be able to use this video, but I just want to say that I am so happy that I made it. I made it over here. I couldn't be happier of my decision to do this solo trip at this time of my life. It has been really scary, frustrating at times, but with it all together, I think it was totally worth it. I will definitely for sure come back to Tulum. It was amazing. It was really fun. A lot to explore. I might actually do a little bit more of South America because it's so beautiful. There's so much to explore. A lot of nature. The people are so nice. Yesterday I had a little encounter, which I'll talk about it later. But so far, so good. I tried to do a sunrise here, but obviously I realized that it was gonna be dark, so I didn't want to ride my bike in the dark. So I was like, okay, never mind. In just 1 week, I feel so refreshed, so good. I was like planning to stay a whole month, but I missed my baby Louis. Obviously, I can't stay for a month, unfortunately. Like if I didn't have Louis, I probably would. But maybe next time I'll bring him with me. But I'm really happy. I'm excited to go to Costa Rica and see how that goes because apparently it's gonna rain all week. I think there's like 2 sunny days out of the days that I booked. And let's see how that goes. But anyway, so far, like I said, I'm so happy. I'm looking back at all my videos and I'm just like, holy shit, like there has been so much growth like throughout just 7 days. It's freaking wild. It's like day 6, I believe. Tomorrow is day 7 and that's when I leave to the airport. I leave at 10:30 a.m. or so. I already have like a taxi ready. See you guys in Costa Rica. I'm gonna go do some yoga actually right now in Azulik, I believe it's called. I'm so excited. I've had a few times where like I get so emotional. It's like so much beauty and so much happiness, feeling accomplished that I almost like want to cry, but I'm like, no bitch, you're not gonna cry. You're not gonna cry. Not right now. Hold it in. Hold it in. But I mean, look at this. It's perfect. So I just did an amazing session with Edgar. Thank you so much. Gracias. It was amazing in this beautiful, beautiful spot. It was awesome. I feel super relaxed. Highly recommend Edgar when you come to Azulik, I think it's called. I'm ready for my day. Since it was my last day, I stopped by this sculpture that I've been wanting to see for the longest because I've seen all the pictures. I also found this really cool mirror that I kind of really love. For the first time, I thought that I was gonna pass out, so I stopped by and got some electrolytes. I forgot to mention that I had Glenn, who is my roomie, waiting for me to go to the cenote.
You want to jump from here? Oh god, I'm scared. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
You can.
Okay. Is there anyone there?
Just do it. 1.
What we just did, I don't know how many jumps? 100. Like 100 or so from the cenote. It's called
Cenote Caldera.
Caldera. Met 2 friends. Glenn. I was like Edgar. I met 2 friends, Glenn and Megan Fox. I'm just kidding. From London. Or from England. Yeah. And then we got Colorado, and they're gonna go today on a road trip to where did you go? Merida. And I'm gonna be going to Costa Rica tomorrow. So yeah, I'm really happy. Face your fears. I don't know how I did that, but yeah.
After an insane day of just biking like a crazy person that I almost passed out, made it to the cenotes, had an amazing time. I was ready for some tacos. The roomie convinced me to go to this spot to do my laundry, which he got some shots. I didn't. I just had some ice cream. But how cool is this? Literally a bar and a laundry together. I mean, it's genius. Like, whoever made this knew what they were doing, and I think we should definitely have these because I hate laundry, so that was a really fun way to do laundry. Officially day 7, I was so proud of myself, and you best believe I went to go get some tacos before I left. It was a mission because I didn't have any pesos, but I did get some from the ATM because I had to get some tacos. There's no way. Went extra early to the airport just to make sure because I didn't know how the airport was gonna be. I made sure that the cab was booked like 3 days before the day of because I wanted to make sure that I took this flight and nothing went wrong, or at least try my best to make it nice and smooth. I read my book and I was ready for Costa Rica.